Hello, this is Olga Jevtich. I'm Miss Virginia Senior America 2003. This is Fashion Notes. You are here for a big treat. We have a lady in the house with all beautiful, like a candy in the, shop that you see around us. They're not candy, but they're beautiful jewelry. Every girl needs more jewelry, as you know. We never have enough. We have always new, interesting things. I would like to introduce Elena to the show and to thank her for coming today because she was a guest before, but she had the new beautiful things, so I decided to invite her again so she can share with us all this new design. And also I had some requests from the viewers that would like to see her things. So here she is, Elena. Welcome to the show, and thank you very much for coming and bringing all this lovely, lovely, like a candy, as I say, because I feel like I'm in the candy land with all these beautiful colors for spring and summer, and it can be used, for maybe winter, and we'll talk about. But anyway, Elena, welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me.
And it's a pleasure to have you. And as you know, remember probably she was before on our show. She told me she was in the beauty business before, but she now is different beauty business because all this jewelry make us beautiful. And she's going to tell us all about that. She has different colors, and I know that she has a favorite one, which are pearls. Might also happen to be pearls because they're never out of fashion, and you can wear them with just about everything from jeans to ball gown, and they always look absolutely amazing. Tell me, Elena, I forgot, I'm sure you told me earlier, how did you start doing, because, you did different things, and I'm sure every time, in our life there is a stage 1, 2 for different things, and you lose interest in one thing and then acquire interest for something else. How did you acquire interest to do jewelry?
Well, we were in Hawaii, and we took extended periods of time in Hawaii. And I saw some beautiful freshwater pearls there, and I love the colors. The colors
So they come in different colors.
Oh, yes. You can see we have orange, we have light yellow, we have apricot.
And those are natural colors.
Yes. Well, these are colors that are applied to the pearl after it's raised. There's actually freshwater pearls farms that they actually do these pearls.
Cultivated pearls.
Right. So they are actually in a shell. They take the pearl out of the shell. They have a secret, very top secret way that they color them. But the colors are magnificent, as you can see.
So who cares about secrets? You find them.
I know. In my first life, I was in hair coloring. I loved doing hair color. So they always kidded that when they finished, only the hairdresser knew, and she was going to be soon gone. And so the secret would die with the hairdresser. And I love doing color. I love color. I don't know, I reflect on it. It's so relaxing. It's fun to work with. And I've always been a matchy-matchy girl, and I think other girls are that way too.
Of course.
We like the earrings that go with the necklace, that go with the ring, that go with the bracelet. So it's a lot of fun.
Oh, I'm sure. And, she's not just enjoying it, she's wearing it. So whenever she goes, I'm sure people ask, where did you get this jewelry? And she's a perfect example of wearing her own jewelry because, she promotes herself beautiful. I'm sure when you go to the restaurant, I'm sure people stop you and ask you, where did you find this beautiful jewelry?
Yes, they do. In fact, when I was first designing, and I should go back a little bit, Olga, so that, that you're aware of how I really got into designing. I've always loved to sew, and so I love the structure of how things are put together. But my brother was getting married a lovely girl, and we were in London.
Are they still married?
Yes, they are. Yes, they are, going on their 9th anniversary. But we were in England, and in London, in fact, and we were walking past a little vintage shop. And in the window was this magnificent pearl necklace. And I said, oh, Richard. So we went in the shop, and he said, he looked at the price tag, and he said, don't even think about it.
Most husbands will do that.
It was more than the whole trip. So I made some notes to myself, and I thought, you know, that's going to be a lot of fun. It took me all summer.
Before that, you did not do anything?
No, not designing. In jewelry, designing clothes, designing curtains, designing other things, but never jewelry. Now, I ended up with my signature piece over here. The one in the middle is my signature piece. This started off very small and ended up to be a butterfly. This is actually the closure in the front here, but it can be worn in the front, or you can turn it around and put it in the back, and it is wonderful. And this is a takeoff on the necklace that I saw in London. So this necklace is
actually very similar in the window that inspired you to start doing it?
This is it.
Did you take the picture? I'm sure you know.
I didn't even think to have the camera, but I had notes. So I had notes as to, and I had made drawings for myself so that I knew what I wanted to do. So I came back, and it took me all summer. And if I didn't like a strand, I would rip it out and start over again. It took me all summer. I had the necklace for my brother's beautiful wedding.
I see.
So that's what inspired me. In the interim, I realized that I loved doing it. It was so much fun to be able to put jewelry together. So that was the beginning. Then I went on to create other pieces. And when you talk about going to the restaurant and having other women say, oh, I want to buy that, these were my babies, and these were the phototypes. And so the women would walk up to me in the restaurant or wherever I was and say, I love it. I want to buy it. And my husband would say, sell it, sell it. And I would say, no, no.
No, because it's my baby. How can I part with it?
No, so I had to learn to make 2 or 3 of the phototype and then another piece.
Because you get probably attached to every piece, because every piece is different. And said, well, I don't think, I'm really sorry to sell it because, you know, I can wear with this outfit or that outfit. And it's probably difficult. And because you don't repeat anything, you know, everything is one of a kind, unless people say, I would like this, you know, to be in red or purple or whatever, you can do it, you know, by, you know, request.
And this one that you're putting in your hand, you have in your hand, is, this is an ivory color. And we have this particular shell pearl necklace in 30 different shades. And it's very classic. As you can see, holding it up to your outfit, the color would be magnificent.
Yes,
see the, I don't know if the camera can pick this up, but how gorgeous against the stones here, how pretty. And I've just started doing a new design here, and I'd like to show this if I could.
White and silver, like actually silverish, pearls are silverish color.
Right.
And what, this is a silver?
Right, this is a capping. It's actually a pewter, but it's done in such a way that it picks up the light. You can see how pretty this is.
Yeah,
now, one of the fastest selling ones that we have.
That will be probably very suitable for the wedding party.
Oh, yeah.
You know, for the bridesmaids.
And classics.
Or classic for anything. What I like about her jewelry very much, it's so easy to open, and sometimes I have a problem to put my jewelry on because they have some strange clasps. But this is so easy to do, closing in, and no, you don't even have to look. You can just put on with in no time.
This is probably our most popular color in that it is pink and silver, and the pewter is a silverish cast, and the pink is just gorgeous. So this is just flying. I do one, and I just have to turn around and do another variation of it. Women love it, and we design
You can have a bracelet, earrings, and also, you know, the and they can also, if they said they would like to have, for example, longer, you can do longer.
Yes, and this is so fun because I'll show you what I've done here. If you want it longer, you can take the bracelet and hook it on one end, and so you automatically get a longer necklace, and you have a lovely, lovely fixture on the side.
Wow, I have a suggestion. You buy 2 bracelets, and you have a 1 bracelet, and then you extend, you know, or you can wear 2 bracelets if you want to have it. So it's really very versatile. I think this is my good idea.
Yes, it is. Thank you for that good idea. Yes, you are right. And this is a little earring. This is a little smaller than you and I would wear, but there's a lot of gals that want dainty little earrings. So
earrings,
that's
sure.
nice. And then I've done a clip-on, which I
Yeah,
still love the
clip-ons.
clips. I
Yeah,
still
that's
love
easier.
the clips. They're a little bigger. And
I have a little problem with, you know, I have a piercings, but, you know, you have to pedal, you know, to get in right way.
Right, and
sometimes
you have to be careful.
You start being bloody a little bit, but
well,
you know, beauty hurts, you know, as we know, so that's okay.
As my mother said, it's painful to be beautiful, and that's the truth.
Oh, absolutely,
but
I agree with it.
Right, with the pierced earrings, it's so hard because anything that you and I would like is usually a little bigger, and you have to be careful of the weight. It pulls the earlobe down, so you really have to be very careful.
Tell us what you are wearing. I like the one that you are wearing.
Okay, this is a new design.
And she's wearing such a beautiful outfit in pink.
Thank you. It's a freshwater pearl and crystal, and I've gone a little geometric in the middle with the crystal. I've kind of taken the crystal off to one side, and I'm not sure that you can get this on camera, but and there we are.
But this is really difficult to do because you have to be on the both sides same, you know, exactly the same, or else it will look crooked. If you so if you make a little mistake, do you think, you know, people will notice, or you have to redo it?
Well, I'm kind of a perfectionist in everything that I do. I like to have it just so. But if you put a necklace on and it goes off center, I used to be the type that if I was out with my sisters or my mother, I would get up and rearrange the necklace. I've gotten long past that. You know, if a necklace goes to one side, it's because it needs to be there. So
I see.
So you just leave it. But putting it together, designing it, you want it to be pretty much perfect. And then
what do you do, for
something.
example, when you did this? Did you make any drawing? Did you knew, or you know, what you are going to do, or you would just, you know, by doing, you know, it just comes like that because, you know, your hands almost know what to do?
Well, I'll go back a little bit. We just had a lovely lady here with hats, and she was talking about her mother and the forms that they use. And I use a form in my studio because when I'm doing a necklace and I have a pattern that I want to do one strand a certain way with combinations.
Do you know exactly what you are going to do, or it just comes, whatever it comes?
A little of both, Olga. A little of both. You have a pattern. You have an idea in your mind what you want to do, and then when you put it together on the form, you want to know that it looks pretty much what you had in mind. Now, this I had two different things in mind. I've used a lot of top drilled here with a freshwater pearl and crystal, and I've used silver and pewter colors that I really love, and a lot of top drilled. You'll see, I don't know if the camera can pick it up, but the light gray is usually a top drilled.
Yeah, this is shades of different
and
grays.
It just picks up, and this looks wonderful on women with pretty silver hair. It just is stunning. Then I designed it to go with my stick pearl base because I wanted the girls to have that little definition of a straight line instead of all curves. So this is a lot of fun, and it looks beautiful on, and I'm just always thrilled when I see somebody in it. So to answer your question, I do have something in mind, but in the interim, I think it's like an artist with oils.
It doesn't always come the way how you imagine it should be.
If you're painting a ship on a canvas and you want it here, sometimes it might be elongated and be something else. So you have something in your mind, and then your inspiration takes you other places.
Well, this is what being an artist means, you know, because, you know, it always probably comes. If something, you know, for example, you are doing, it doesn't come, do you undo things and say, oh, I really don't like it. I would like to do it a little differently.
Yes, I do. And I'm trying to get over that. I'm trying to get over being such a perfectionist. But some things I think you really still need to be. But like this, I wasn't going to settle for second best. It had to be perfect. So when I would be doing it, I would rip it out if I didn't like it and go back and do it again. So yes, sometimes you need to be, but then other times you just go with the flow.
Yeah, for example, this, you know, you have to be perfectly on both sides. It's not just you are doing
Oh,
one
yes.
side, whatever comes, it's fine.
Yeah.
But I think it's absolutely perfectly do other side, which is the absolutely expertise of the person who is doing it. And this is what I admire, you know, very much, you know, and all these fine pieces, they're, you know, you have probably to have a special light to do it. You know,
Yes,
very bright light, you know, to do, you know, it's hard on your eyes because all these small pieces, for example, this, you know, small pieces you have to put together, you really have to see what you're doing.
Yes, I wear magnifiers in the studio and I have a special light that I work under.
I'm sure you have to.
Right.
When do you usually like to work? You know, undisturbed? Do you like to have a music? Or
Oh, I love music.
Do you like to be just, you know, quiet? Some people like absolutely silence and then they get inspired to do it. How do you
I love
do?
Going into my studio, having the radio on in a nice soft music. And I love jazz, so a lot of times it'll be jazz. But I like an undisturbed environment. Usually is what I kind of strive for. But life happens, you know, and the phone will ring or somebody will be at the door, or the plumbers will come to fix up the sink.
Yes.
You know, or
your husband is hungry.
Yes, right. Or it's lunchtime.
He needs a lunch.
And you know, going back, Olga, to talking about things have to sometimes be perfect. They really do. And looking at this piece, I'm thinking of a structure and how important the base of your structure is as to the integrity of your building or whatever you're putting together. And so it's very important that it has to be weighted. It has to, if you have something on this side, it's kind of got to be weighted on the other. And you can see that I took off on the very bottom. I wanted another angle on this side, I guess it is. I wanted a lower angle here than on the other side. But I had to be very careful in that you've got to have the same amount of weight in the middle of the clasp coming down here, which is a slider clasp. So going back to that point, I think that's an important point to make. Right.
So you wouldn't make another one like that? You know, this is just, you know, yours, and it'll be probably, you didn't probably, I don't know, but do you think you will make another one if you have a request or not?
I would, yes. Yes, I would. It's hours and hours of work involved here. And this is my signature
If people can appreciate the work that you put in it and time, which is probably you cannot ever do it. Because you put so much love and time in each piece, and especially this is very complicated, as I'm looking, very complicated piece of necklace. What did you wear with this? You know, what kind of dress?
I had a very shiny silk suit that I wore that was very close to the color of this. So it was like a monotone outfit.
Off-white, like.
Yes, yes.
I see.
And it was
that's
just lovely.
probably
It was
very,
pretty.
very elegant.
And of course, it was a special occasion. My brother was getting married, and you just want to celebrate.
Absolutely.
So
that's great. I especially like this interesting piece that you can really wear it, you know, year round. Tell me about these stones. These are very pretty.
This is a phototype that I was working on, and I still have yet to get to a crystal supplier that will be able to give me crystals in this. Now, this is an acrylic material, and so it's shell pearl in the middle, the gold shell pearl, and I hope I'm showing this correctly. The crystal I have yet to find, and they have gone out of sight as far as price. So I'm I'm curious as to what I'm going to do with this piece. This might be one of a kind in that I like to make things that are affordable for women to wear.
Yeah, of course.
And I like to think that instead of thousands of dollars with the cultured pearls, I have freshwater pearls that are in the hundreds. So if I were to make this in crystal, I'm afraid of the price tag that would have to be on it. So I can do it, but it would be very, very expensive.
And but actually it's the same effect. You know, most people will not know the difference.
This is it. Wearing this against a beautiful fabric like this, you can see that from across the room, you're not going to be able to tell if this is acrylic or crystal. So And it really does look lovely with your outfit.
Beautiful, beautiful
very
piece.
pretty.
Which one is your favorite? Do you have any favorite?
Oh dear.
What's your, or
It's
this
so
is like your
hard
children,
because,
you know, they're all favorites.
Well, let's talk about this for a minute. I love crosses and all they represent to me.
This is mother of pearl, is it?
Yes. This is a freshwater pearl that has been shaped like this. They irritate inside the shell and they have a form that they put in the shell.
So that's naturally like that?
This is a natural pearl, right, a freshwater pearl. So I did this on a very unique chain of pearls. You can tell I did kind of a
it is very
crisscross
new. I've never seen anything like that.
Right, so that was an unusual piece I wanted to show you.
And this come in different colors if somebody would like, you know, or not.
The crosses are only put out in the white and peach and a mixed color. I suppose if I were to go to them and say I need 2 dozen of blue, they probably would do that. But crosses mostly are peaches or whites. Women seem to prefer that. Now here is something new that I've just added to the line. It's a very basic necklace, an 18-inch in a 6mm pearl. Now this is the variegated, and you can see how lovely that is. And I had gotten so that I guess I'm glitzy. I like all the big pearls and all the elaborate crystals and all. But I also realize that there are a lot of women that just like a basic necklace.
Absolutely.
And young girls, my teenagers, love this. So we came out with the variegated, and then we have the peach, and then we have the white. And you'll see this a lot with bridal parties here.
Can you put, for example, some attachment on it? Like, you know, like, you know, something like I don't know.
A clip?
A clip,
sure.
yeah.
A brooch. A lot of times I've used brooches.
But you have to have some special attachment to put the brooch on so it will stay the way it should be.
Well, usually what you do, Olga,
so what do you do?
Is you take the pin of the brooch, put it through the necklace, and clip it onto your apparel wherever. So then it stays there, and it looks like it's part of the necklace, but you've got a beautiful piece on the end of it.
Oh, I see. I did not know that. You know, I thought that, you know, I think I saw somewhere they have some kind of, I don't know, little hook or something that you put on the necklaces, and then you put the brooch on it. You know, I missed to buy it, but you know,
here's a typical example. This isn't the right color, but here is an earring that you could attach onto a necklace.
Oh, I see.
And change the look. And I'm sorry if I'm not looking at the right color.
Yeah, well, okay.
But you can see that you can have another effect from just an earring.
Oh, absolutely.
So I guess it's called being inventive.
So again, you have to buy 2 pairs of earrings.
Yes, right.
One, you know, you use to, you know, experimenting with your necklaces, one to wear it.
Right, I know.
And of course, bracelet is a must.
Right. Yes, you need to go all the way, and it's so much fun. Getting dressed to go anywhere is more fun than actually going sometimes.
We all need more. I mean, you know, I have, you know, quite a bit collection, but when I see something else, you know, when I go, you know, I have to have it, you know, no matter, you know, it is just something that, you know, I think most girls just love it, you know, to be, you know, beautiful, because you are in beauty business, and you are, as I said, in, you know, beauty business now, because, you know, you make us beautiful wearing all these beautiful pieces.
I love it. I really enjoy seeing women look pretty. I've always enjoyed it all my life.
Of course. And I have also to mention that she will be in McLean Day, May the 19th. It's a Saturday, all day from 9 to probably 4 or 5. And she will probably, by that time, she will have much more beautiful things that you can buy. And also some other artisan will be there with their own. This is not own jewelry. They have everything there, or what?
Oh yes, they have. Oh my goodness,
all kind of crafts.
CIA is going to be next to us, right, directly next to us. DAR, a group that I belong to, is going to be there. There's all kinds of people, aluminum siding, and I guess just about everything.
So you go there and you find, you know, all kind of beautiful things that people make by hand, which is lost art, unfortunately. And I absolutely adore anything that people take time to do it, you know, to be different, not something that is manufacturing, you know, somewhere else. But anyway, that was absolutely delight, you know, that Elena came today and show her new, brand new collection. And, you know, she's welcome to come anytime, whenever she has something new, because who doesn't like beautiful jewelry?
No,
Is that right?
Thank you. I hope a lot of people, and I think women do, their eyes light up. In fact, even little girls. I mean, it's so fun to watch little girls go past the
I would like to thank her
at the
very
different
much.
shows.
And thank you for watching, and be sure to tune in next time for another exciting artist from our area. We have a lot of them, as you know. I'm stressing that all the time. And thank you again for watching. Bye-bye. This is Olga Jevtich.